There we go. Ready for another Saturday morning chit-chat with everybody. G'day, Ralph. And then we got Chris Brand and we got Robert Mack. Hopefully they're still around there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They came in early. Well, Chris came in really, really early. At 9:18. What are you doing, Chris? So we got XMLO. We got Andy Stubbs. G'day, Andy. And Shannon J. G'day, Shannon. Morning. So Stewie for Newey. Todd, he's here. Todd is here. And Kimbo. Todd and Kimbo. This is Todd's last stream from South Africa.
No, yeah, last one from
Australia. Same but different. Okay, South something. And of course we got Dave there. Gotta love Thailand. G'day, Dave. I still haven't given him my spanner yet. Bloody slacker. Talk amongst yourselves while I do that. I miss if I can get him a spanner. If I can do that without breaking anything.
Like last week where you pushed the wrong button and we had no outro music. It was like, no, we're done. We're out here. We're gone.
Press the wrong button. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible when it comes to that. I press the wrong. Gotta love Thailand. Got to love Thailand. It's one word. There it is. There. Gotta love Thailand. There it is. Somebody's obviously leveraging his, good name elsewhere. But of course, I've got the stray because I got to use the YouTube thing, and I got to verify it's the right guys because we had that problem a couple of years ago. I was giving people spanners, right, and they were the fakes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, go there. Got to go to the dashboard. Should show how people do all this stuff. And I haven't changed the title. You didn't change the title. I could have changed that in a second. But chat amongst yourselves while you get ready, while I get ready as well. I don't know. We've been chatting away for an last hour. Thought we were all ready. We had the music all queued up. But,
your PA's let you down again, mate. So I'm just disappeared. Yeah.
Community. There
Looks
we
like
go.
he's in holiday mode.
Already, yeah. There we go. And I got to Control V. There we go. Gotta love Thailand. There we go. Save that. There we go. He's got a spanner now. Okay. You can. I'm pretty sure they all know you, Dave. So you can just put your own links up now. Anyway, who else we got? Steve Thompson. He's just dropped in there as well. Dallo's here. Dallo's in the house.
Yes.
All we need now is a Steve and Monash, and the two of them can go at it for 2 hours.
Yep. Hang on. Let's see if I can get Steve on my line app and say we're online.
Right. I watched your water filtered vid. Do you have a big filter on your inlet water before the new filter? No, but we've got a 1,000-litre tank, so anything at the large solid sort of thing will be, just gravity will deal with that. I'm not really worried about it. Sort of a big filter. It's not straight from the water supply. It goes through our tank system first. But I said it's a 5.
What's that coming?
They install that tomorrow. So. That's what I wanted to do. Topic for today.
Change that. And yes, down low we did say Stephen Monash. We're trying to use osmosis to get him on so we can sort of have another Stephen hacking session.
It was actually Stephen gave me the idea for this particular title. Loves company.
Ralph, I think the shed Chanya was looking at would be good for Stephen. Yeah, no, I don't think Stephen's allowed under the stairs anymore.
Yeah, that'll become a closet space because Chanya's girlfriends come over, so and we got they stay in the spare room. Some of them stay in the spare room. When Annie comes over, she likes sleeping on the floor. You know how you got the She got that furry thing on the tile floor, and he just loves the hard floor. I don't know how anybody can sleep on a hard floor. Well, she has a pillow, but she likes Chanya's makeup room. Not going to complain. It's all right. Want the air conditioner? That's fine. Thais can be really strange like that, and of course, I have had that experience as well. We've been to a few places, over the years. So this is I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years ago. Went down to Chantanaburi. There's one of her uncle's relatives. You know how this extended family thing works. Oh my God. And we went to their house and stayed there. I think it was a Songkran 2014 or something like that. I experienced the sleeping on the whole hard solid floor with one of those, the 20 centimetre foam underlays. Oh God. Jeez.
Yeah.
Talk about killed my back. But you can't say anything because they've opened the house up for you. They've done all the right thing. They've provided food. You can't say anything wrong with it. It's just, honestly, I didn't sleep well that night. But that could have been also
flashbacks.
Yeah, that could have been.
That was a normal camping situation when we used to go outfield. No, you don't have a mattress. You have that thin little foam thing about this thick. Your backpack for your pillow, and then you're expected to get some sleep under your hoochie. No, never happened.
Yeah, it's a giraffe. I think the shed. Yeah, I don't know where does she think she's going to put the? Look, darling, we've only got 7 metre wide by 6 metre front yard. Right, she wants to put the swing in there. She wants a freaking, a park bench in there. Now she wants a garden. Where does this all go? Where's this concept of space? I like to see the ground. I like to put my feet in the grass. Can contact the earth. Arte Malkuth sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those sort of things that they're into these superstitious numbers, right? Yet they completely miss the whole idea of the Shiva chakra system, in their mythology, which should be there. It is.
Yeah.
But the numbers are more important than the chakras. Anyway, another completely different story, off subject.
Another wombat moment.
That's right. Yeah, so Stephen came on live. We were chatting for 4 hours last night. Again, we have some good chats when he does show up. And we were talking about the channel. I'm trying to explain to him a few things about the channel. And he was trying to tell me that he's seen a couple of other new channels here doing Thailand and what they're doing and how I'm going, well, to start with, I'm not hiding from anybody behind any fake names. If people want to reach out to me, they can find me on Facebook, they can find me on Twitter, they can find me on a number of different social platforms. I don't hide, right? And if anybody has watched any of my stuff for any length of time, I'm totally into collaboration and people to reach out to me and organise a time. But the caveat is we go and have a drink together and then we can take it from there. Let's just be human beings first, let's be mates first. Are you the sort of person I'd have a drink with? Even though I'm not a big drinker, I just like to be, in close proximity to get, all the senses working. But as I said, this guy here has collaborated with 2 or 3 reasonably sort of well-known vloggers in Thailand. So from what I can see from his statistics, he's doing the collaboration to benefit himself only. He's not trying to give back to anything, He's going at an angle of the me syndrome, the typical millennial sort of type of approach to vlogging. It's all about me. I try to give everything to everybody. But not many people do that. This is where the whole misery loves company thing, getting back to the subject, and the whole misery loves company. I got to say, one of the things that's missing on my channel is I'm not miserable, right? So I don't make these miserable clickbaity titles, right? But I think I have a channel of up people. People who watch my
Yeah.
channel are up. They like the good things in life. I don't attract the misery seekers, and this is why my channel doesn't grow. I think I got to fake the misery angle to build a bigger following. How do I fake a misery angle? That's what I learned. How can you beam? How can you make yourself miserable apart from kicking your toe against the leg of the chair or something every 5 minutes? You know. I've got no answer for this one. I'm up. Right, I like to be up. I like to look at the bright side or the good side of life. Yeah, this shit goes on all the time, you know. But you know, I'm not trying to point at fingers at anybody. You know, if the registry is closed, then say the registry is closed. It's not your fault the registry is closed, right? But you know. Okay, you got to find out why. You know, I think you know what I mean. I'm not going to call anybody out. You know, that's clickbait, right? And I think the world is just. I've been watching there is a channel called Veritasium. He does a really good article on this. You know, this what they think. You know, the difference between clickbait and legit bait. You know, I need to focus more on the legit bait, which is that borderline, sensational. You know, titling, which is what I'm doing on the video that's about to come out. I think a few of you have already seen it already. It's up there. It just hasn't gone live yet. It'll go live after the live stream. But you know, I've done that thing. The two things I'm not doing on the channel is, you know, when I'm recording a video, I'm not thinking about a thumbnail. I've been told by many professionals, right, through their videos and through personal advice when they've reached out to me, right. If you don't have a good thumbnail and you don't have a good title, you won't get the people coming. You know, the channel's growing, but you know, I just haven't got the right formula there yet, and it's really starting to annoy me. But I said I did it with the car video. It's a new car, so there's the title on the picture, and she's framed nicely. Her car title, and I think that's a really good picture. Somebody's even already commented on the fact that. Have you ever considered convincing Chanya to go and do modelling? Like I've been trying to convince her for 13 years that she should be a model, but that's a completely different story. It's one of the things I really, you know, she's a honeypot. You know, she's clickbait. She's clickbaitable, but you know, will I go down that clickbait route? Well, I'm going to utilise it, but I want to be sort of on topic. I don't want to use it to fake the views, because all they do is they come in and they upset your analytics because they're in there for 30 seconds and then they're out because they didn't see a pretty girl in the first 30 seconds or something. I don't know. It's a real fine line of trying to get that system to work. But as I said, you know, it's a new car. The title's right. The thumbnail's right. That should do quite well. I'm expecting it to do quite well. I'm also doing the releasing Saturday afternoon, which I haven't done that for quite some time. That also is another thing. You know, when your release times are and all that sort of stuff. And we're going through it. This is a 4-hour conversation talking about all the things about YouTube last night. I know a lot of stuff about how to make YouTube work. I'm just one of these arseholes that I can't be bothered doing the program because I don't want to change me to please YouTube. You know, I would rather change the world to not be so clickbaitable. You know. And how do you do that? You know, come on, just grow up. You know, get half a sense of being. You know, but yeah. Anyway, I'm completely off. I'm often talking about some stuff. What are these people are talking about? What have I missed so far?
Tequila got mentioned.
Tequila,
mentioned tequila, and I'm focusing on the text now because he mentioned tequila, and it's like apparently Download's a bit worried about meeting you if he comes over, and Robert Groves suggested, okay, just take some tequila and you'll be all right with Wazza. So.
Me? Get rid of the tequila bullshit. Oh my God, that stuff will kill you. You're a bit louder today. I'm just trying to get that balanced a bit. But anyway, so 3 more sleeps for Todd here.
Yes.
then 1 sleep in the prison camp, hopefully only one. Oh, no, it's two sleeps in prison camp, isn't it?
Yeah, I got 2 sleeps. The reason I got 2 sleeps is because I arrive. By the time I get to the ASQ hotel, it'll be something like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So they don't register the test result until the next day. Then you still got to do another night. But I'm not concerned. I'm like you said, misery keeps company with more misery. I'm not miserable at all.
Robert Grove says I need a bigger front yard, a double-story front yard. Yeah, that might work. Extend the carport out, make it, my wife's favourite niece is getting married in mid-January. Almost tempted to book some flights today. Do it, Dallo, do it. We didn't catch up on 2020 when you were here because you bounced out before they closed the country, and we were looking forward to having a few beers with you. Get back over here, you bastard.
Yeah.
Bastards put my job up for me to witness at least the Cambodian female technicians easing out.
Yeah, Ralph had to leave us.
Yes, I know. It's terrible.
He's back.
He's back, is he?
He's back.
Yeah, Robert will drink with it. Unfortunately, don't go into a competition drinking with Robert. He's a professional, right? He's been learning. He's been doing the chemical process for many, many years. His chemical filtration system works 100% better than anybody else I've met. I don't know how he does it.
Sounds like a challenge.
Sounds like a challenge, yeah.
Challenge Mayor Groves.
He's been converting alcohol to urine for many, many years. I've been sorting out my itinerary. Yes, okay. Thailand. Yes, we got. There's a boys' night out being planned for when Andy gets over here. Bossa Nova's in the town. There we go. So I'm just 10 minutes past 10. It's now 21 minutes, 22 minutes past 10. There we go. I'll catch up. Hold on. Not sure about it. Catching up. Should never meet your heroes. I think you should meet your brothers from another mother. Heroes? I'm not a them. Don't be his fucking hero. Yeah. Stop this bloody hero worship, I'm just like anybody else. Let's skip through this. Hi.
Yeah, Grovesy's always up for a challenge. Yes, Consider it happening, Grovesy.
And you spelt it wrong. If you've ever read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's gin and tonics. It's all T-O-N-I-X. It's one word, gin and tonics. Right, every sentient race has invented some sort of form of gin and tonics. We just happen to use a thing called gin in it. They use
always up for a Pan Galactic Gargle Blast.
They use Jank Spirit anyway. Single malt Scotch, yes. I do enjoy a single malt. As a clickbait. There's a lot of ads. After a while, you just ignore them. Yeah, I think you do, Ralph. That's right. Yeah, I think people do. But as I said, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build and expand the audience because, the people who sit down and listen to the, my view on life through the videos, they're quite entertained. And, the hardcore people who want to know Thailand, they like to see that perspective of somebody just living in Thailand, actually enjoying themselves and getting on with life and doing it. It's uplifting. It makes them want to do it as well. But as I said, we don't really have. I was doing some statistics for a few of those titles over the last 90 days. Sort of were what they call clickbaity, if you look at it, on that borderline. But they were specifically on topic as well. That's the thing. I just not miserable. I can't turn around, and make a visible title out of something where I've been up for the whole video, and it's a challenge. got a few ideas for things, and that's a Misery Loves Company. I want to do a video based on that as well, but it's in my list of to-dos. 40-ish days for me, yes. No, you can't lose count. You get one of those little timers on your screen, to tell you how far, how many days to go. I used to do that every time I come to Thailand. After meeting Chanya, I'd go back to the office and I'd have this timer and I'd have the countdown timer. When am I going back? When am I going back? It made those 7 years go by a lot quicker and a lot saner. Always looking forward. When's my next trip? When's my next trip? I'm just here working on the oil rig,
Malcolm K's joined. Hello, Malcolm.
Yep. Yes. Dowlow. I'll be expecting Andy Stubbs to be on a video. I'm pretty sure we can arrange that. Get into excuse. Yeah, I got a line call from Brycey yesterday. He must have landed. He tried to call me online. I couldn't answer the call, but he didn't jump on Discord. So, but I believe he's in the country. I just don't know what status he is. He hasn't left me any messages on his Line account. So it's a bit of a mystery what actually happened there.
I did get a message from Brycey too, was it? He was on his way to Pattaya, so he didn't have full connection, but he was on a bus on the way to Pattaya when I heard last from Brycey.
Busing it to Pattaya, I suppose it's a cheap way, 110 baht or something, isn't it?
I don't know whether it was one of those high coaches
or minibus. Minibus and
minibus.
Yeah. Bit more expensive. Yeah, too slow. Yeah, misery is a cruel mistress. I know, but unfortunately, it's what brings a bigger audience, because as I said, the world seems to be full of people who just love misery. They want to be justified in their own sad world by hanging out with other people in that same sad world. Well, I learned early on in life the fact that's if you want a happy life, don't do what everybody else does. Do things differently, and you find that you don't have that shit happen. But yeah, that's just me, I guess. It's the only thing. If I could teach the world, stop hanging around with miserable people. Find some meaning in life. Find your reason d'être, and then so you get on with doing something different.
Get rid of the roadblocks. I mean, a lot of people put up their own roadblocks because they're in a comfort zone. So if they're comfortable being miserable, of course they're going to sort of look for other misery to make themselves feel, I suppose, better. If you can find someone else that's worse off than you, you make yourself feel better. Why not just go out and make your life better, and then you won't be as miserable?
Yeah. But that requires people to actually do something. Unfortunately, we come from a species of a Homo sapien that grew up through small communities where you had the shaman teaching everybody how to sow the fields and work with the underworld, interpret your dreams, look at the heavens, the things that and they made sense of the world back then. It was the shaman of the tribe, and every tribe had a shaman. Right now, every household has a shaman. It's a little box on the wall, right, and they're telling you the wrong story. Right? They're telling you the incorrect versions of stories. They're telling the filtered version from a perspective of some sort of capitalist system, right, where they gain some capital advantage. You don't gain an advantage. You're just you are the product. You are the minuscule, 0.001% of their audience that make them who they are. The moment you turn that stupid idiot box off, or that electronic shaman off in your house, right, start seeing the world for what it really is, that's the day you start to grow. Unfortunately, people don't like growing because growing hurts. We remember our baby teeth, and when they were growing, you were in such pain, you would cry, and we are conditioned to that that weirdness in, pain hurts. And we don't want pain, so we'll avoid anything that produces pain. We couldn't avoid the teeth growing through that skin process when we were a baby, but now let's just not go there. Let's not go outside because that could be painful. What is this with the world? I don't know. Chaos. We love chaos. Got to get a little used to it. The universe is full of chaos. I'm getting very philosophical here. Wazza, you could sing a couple of lines of "We Are the." I don't know. Where's the words? Lyrics.
There comes a time when we need a certain call, and the world must come together as one. There you go. Next. Keep going, Waz. I gave you the lead in.
Give me a step. I can. There we go. No, I don't want to play the fucking thing. God, I just want the lyrics. There comes a time when we need a certain call, when the world must come close together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't. I can't remember the tune anymore.
Then it's what? Who's it?
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. Let us start driving. There's a choice we are making. We save our own lives. It's true. We make a better day. Just you and me. I still can't even picture the song. I know you tried, but yeah.
We are the world. We are the children.
Yeah. Okay. Don't try to ask me to hold a tune. I'm tone deaf. That's why.
We're going to get you a karaoke place when I arrive.
There are people dying.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Well, it is it's Mother's birthday today, and I know one thing. I've been thinking of doing it, but I just bought a fucking car, and I just bought a fucking new water filter system. I think I'm pretty much over the spending thing for December. That's all my Christmas done. But Mother still would love to get a karaoke machine. I know she just loves the karaoke. One of those little boom boxes with the microphone and everything else.
Yep.
You get them anywhere. You got them in Big C. I've looked at them all. I keep on looking at them. I said, when should I get that? When should I get that? It is Mother's Day. Maybe I should go out this afternoon and buy one just for Mum for her birthday. I have no idea how old she is. She's 67 or 68 or something like that. But it'd make her day if she got it. Look, okay, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go out and see if I can get her a karaoke box today. And of course, if we do have a barbecue, guess what's on the cards? If we have a barbecue around here, karaoke.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Most Thais love karaoke. Exactly, they do. I've never been a karaoke fan. Basically because I couldn't hold a tune, being tone deaf and everything else. So we try to avoid things that people make fun of. When people make fun of us, we try to avoid that shit, don't we?
Well, that's one thing I don't mind. I don't mind if I take the piss out of myself. I'm never going to offend anyone else.
Yeah.
And that's misery has company. No, if I take the piss out of myself, who's it going to offend? Mm-hmm. I mean, I can sit in the corner and go, I've just upset myself. Like, really?
It's a great level. I've also got, there is some video on my private members section here in Discord. If you're a Patreon or a subscriber in there, there is one video of me in Sukhothai in 2011. That was my first entry into what they call the Sukhothai whiskey, or more commonly known as Lao-Khao, or Sukhothai whiskey, Lao-Khao, moonshine, you name it. God, it's so sweet. It's like one of my favourite liqueurs was Zambuca, and I could drink I could drink anybody under the table, with Zambuca. But the next morning, oh my God, all that sugar just does your head in. But again, same with the Sukhothai whiskey. It's so sweet. After you first, oh my God, what the hell? What was that I just drank? Then it's like it's like single malt Scotch whiskey. It has, there's so much character in it. I could have another one, You can another one, and then somebody gives you a microphone, and then you start singing. What are all those American, country and western songs?
Well, I can see you doing New York.
Probably good, but they don't have those songs on the karaoke machine software. They don't have many of those songs. I have to build my own collection. That'd be another job I have to do is the karaoke collection. Or get some karaoke software that I can customise. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. Yes.
He's talking himself into it.
Come here.
Yeah,
Hold on.
The longer we talk about it, the longer it cements into
Come here, darling.
Wazza's mind.
That's
Chanya's visiting.
Come here. Look who's joined us. Wait. I have to turn there. Let me just go and put the screen, the XSplit off there, and go to original so we can see my girl.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
สบายดีไหมคะ
There's Kimbo and Todd.
Kim.
Todd,
Oh.
4 day now.
4 days
4 day come Thailand.
อ๋อโอเค Welcome to Thailand
We're just saying. I think today I go to Big C and buy karaoke machine for Mom for birthday.
Yes I think so but now I have to go somewhere with temple with mom because for birthday and maybe I have to bring my car for
Yeah,
mom
but I
to
can't
make.
stop by on that live stream. You can go.
Yes I can go but a little bit this just near Wat Wong not
That's
very
okay,
far
yeah,
here you
okay.
can stay here and talk with some friends okay I just to come to talk about like
Kiss,
this
kiss, kiss.
no way I charm have to enjoy talking with friends
Okay.
but นี่ปุ้มปุ้ยนะว่าอะไร
Pom boy, what's the same here? Pom boy, what's this one? And you not tell me you have baby. What's this?
okay enjoy I go with mom นะ
Okay.
Okay.
But I go shop later and maybe buy karaoke machine.
secret okay have to enjoy
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.
ปุ้ยปุ้ย
Boy boy.
Boy.
Boy. Where's my background? There we go. I don't want to delete it. I want to turn it on. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where we're up to. Didn't break the screen this time. Okay. So special guest time. Yes, special guest. Well, on that subject, the link to the Discord is down below. Don't be scared to come on and join in the party. Join the panel. Be part of the gang.
I'm still holding out for the Brady Bunch moment.
Yeah, we'll get there one day. Open a karaoke bar, can't go wrong in Thailand. Yes, I wouldn't. Karaoke disco on the back balcony of your place. That's it. Yeah, look, Robert's got a big enough place to do that. I don't. I think our balcony would fall down if I tried that. 20 people on the balcony. Robert Grove's karaoke barbecue at Wazza's. Now that's clickbait. It'll break the internet. Got some great ideas for upcoming videos. Yes.
Yes.
John Welsh, g'day John. Welsh John. G'day John, Mr. Welsh John. I guess he's from Wales. Is that right? Not New South Wales, the real Wales, not the pretend Wales. Robert Grove's live stream and subscribers could request songs. That's YouTube, yeah. Yes, Paul in Sydney. G'day, Paul. That's just special guest time. So, okay. Paul and Sydney. Question: how long does it usually take to get approval? Approved Thailand pass. Well, Todd's the expert.
Yep.
But
It depends. They did put a halt on flights that were beyond 2 weeks of application. So on December 1st, they weren't going to process flights post December 16 until they caught up, because I mean they got flooded. So it can be anywhere between 3 hours and 7 days. But if you got all your documents squared away, you can get it done within 3 hours. Is the quickest I've seen someone from Australia get their Thailand pass. Me, it took 3 days, and that was pretty good. But mind you, I applied for mine when they first introduced it in November, and I'm not flying out until another 3 days. So my suggestion is, Paul, make sure you have all your documents squared away, because that'll make it quicker. And use the QR codes when requested, because they ask for a QR code for your COVID vaccinations, and get the Australian International COVID ID QR code, paste that in, and you shouldn't have any issues, because that's now being read internationally. So hopefully that answers the question.
yeah, it's basically what I've been hearing as well, through the different channels, is the fact that if you've got all the boxes ticked, right, and everything there, and there's nothing that could be questionable, it pretty much goes through smooth sailing. And like they try to spruik this up and saying 70% of applications are all done within 3 hours. There is 30% though that require a second opinion, and depending on how many of those second opinions are required, then yeah, you could blow up to 7 days.
Oggie's in the house.
G'day, Oggie in the house.
Hello.
Paul, make sure you've got the right insurance for the COVID insurance. That's something that I do know that they're forensic on, is they make sure you have the right COVID insurance uploaded for your Thai pass. So, hello, Oggie. Sorry, mate. Welcome.
How's it going?
Where have you been? Like, did you end up getting Star Citizen downloaded or what?
Nope.
No.
I have not had any luck.
I've had a few. There's been a few people sort of having the same sort of problems out there, but I don't know what's causing it. I did create a torrent for you, but I've got to make sure I turn my torrent software on, which we could probably get the full version of that data pack across. And you've got your fan blowing across your microphone as well.
Oh, it probably is. Where's my remote for my fan?
That's right.
I know there's one here.
Just got to point away from me. I know you like to have the. Well, it should be cool now. It's cool there now. You don't need a fan on, do you?
Well, the problem is the computer in my bedroom
It's like a heater.
so much heat that I have to keep the fan on in my bedroom.
Yes, I know.
The furnace is set for 78 Fahrenheit, but yeah.
78 Fahrenheit. Well, that's 20.
Mom.
What is 78 Fahrenheit? That's 24 degrees Celsius, is it?
23, 24, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've just been working, trying to get. Finally got my house in Apache Junction completely sold. It's all done. I don't have to.
Good.
I'm so thankful for that to be over.
And how about your working environment? Is that been a smooth transition or what?
Yeah. I was able to get. It's not as fast as I used to be, but I'm as fast as I'm gonna be.
That's just getting old, mate. Don't worry, that's just getting old.
Kind of like that old Western song. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm good as I'm gonna be.
That's just old age. Sorry, just have to deal with that. But yeah, so you've had no issues trying to do what you were paid to do, keep the money flowing.
No, I'm able to. I'm getting what they consider the minimum, 100 megabit per second.
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't make any sense why you need that for video conferencing there,
or audio conferencing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what am I streaming like? I think I'm streaming at 10 megabits. I think I've got the Streamlabs set to 8 megabits per second. That's my upload speed to Streamlabs, which distributes it across to YouTube.
Yeah. Their main bottleneck is their VPN chokes it down to just a crappy amount.
Well, what are you running? 2048-bit or bigger? What's your encryption?
Who knows? Who knows? It's all proprietary to the company, and
it just depends on how old those boxes are that do the VPN decoding. That's all. A good
Well,
Cisco.
they've got hundreds and hundreds of employees coming in on that VPN.
Well, I think a good Cisco box can handle that. They've got dedicated fucking decoding boards.
But
Cisco,
they're wanting us to have 100 megabit per second. I mean,
well, it's
you got 1,000 employees coming in through it. It's like.
But as I said, you're only doing FaceTime. You don't need to do what I'm doing, which is 1080p, 720p. Right. Only need 720p.
We don't even do FaceTime. We just do audio.
Yeah, no audio. That requires
like,
nothing. Jesus.
It's like, why do we need such high end bandwidth? It's stupid.
It is. It's a bit strange. But anyway, it's all working. The only thing is we're missing out. You're missing out on the whole flight simulator in 2951.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go back to the old school and go back to Conan.
Conan.
You still got your.
I'm gonna go back to the hack and
palace there?
slash. Yes, of course I do.
Ark Survival Evolved released a new map, I believe.
Oh, did they?
So I was thinking of spinning that up thing, but I've got to work out how to spin it up on my Plex. But
I still have Isle of Sipta active.
Do you? You're still paying for that, aren't you? Shut that down.
Yep. It just renewed for another 3 months.
Did it?
Last week.
Oh, it's just money. DC, big ups, Gerties, yes, okay, g'day DC. So we got 4 people on the, you want to come on, just, anyway, the subject, the Misery Loves Company angle, we want everybody's input on that one there. Should I go down the clickbaity route with my videos and get a bit more clickbaity, No, I know Todd will stroke his head, Kim will stroke his head. I don't want to play the game. But unfortunately,
the thing people find attractive about your content, mate, is you keep it real.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. Just keep it real. There's no need. All your growth is organic growth. It's not the artificial. Go on someone else's shirt tails and make me popular. It's all organic growth, and keep it honest, keep it you, keep it real.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I'm happy for everyone else.
That's right. So I'm just looking at the subscriber count. There are 9,310 subscribers as we speak right now.
9,305. Oh no, I just lost 5.
Oh my God, yeah. But as I said, I just look at the analytics. And all the numbers are there, but as we've been sort of talking recently, the 2 things is the fact that it's Australia. It's an Australian channel, Australian registered channel, being broadcast out of Thailand, right? So it doesn't warrant the big advertisers, in the American genre, because it has no American focus. So, but even though I have 23% of my audience is American compared to the rest of the world, it's obviously reaching the right people. But maybe just so many Americans just love misery, the fact that they just don't find this entertaining, because it makes them feel that their life feel, worse, because they see somebody who's not an American having a good time in a different country. That's all I can put it down to. But the other thing is, should I have more of a focus on the transgender? This is another thing people have sort of said, like we want to know more about it. and I have to say, you know, over a 90-day period, you know, the top, you know, not really the top, I mean, there's at least always 2 videos in the top 10 over 90 days, right, are the transgender topics. You know, and why is that? Well, it's teaching people there's a different side to, you know, LBGT and transgender outside Pornhub. Then I had a brilliant idea last night with Stephen. I said, maybe I need to put my videos on Pornhub. You know, the reason being that there was an article of 3 or 4 months ago of a maths tutor.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think, did we mention it here? I can't remember. There's a maths
Yeah,
tutor.
we did.
The maths tutor, you know, he wasn't getting subscribers to his math course. So he's like, where's my audience? My audience demographic, you know, 18 to 25 university. Where do they go? Well, they go to Pornhub. So how about I put my maths lessons on Pornhub? And all of a sudden, he's been able to fill his calendar with students learning math because he put his videos on Pornhub. I'm going, oh my God. It's just, this is the world we live in. It's just totally, I just don't understand some of this shit. I really don't. It's beyond me. YouTube income in game, right? YouTube
It's a game.
Is a game. Sorry, yeah. You need to play the game to get the income. Clickbait, thumbnails, and outrageous titles is how you get great there. But as Veritasium was saying, there's this graph. I don't know if I can get the graph up on screen. So I was looking at it before. Let me see if I can get it back up again. I won't play the video, but history. Yeah, it's this one here. And it's going to play an ad for me. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we don't want the ads playing. Right. Oh, did I just do that? Click the pause button. There.
Did I do that?
Yeah,
Right.
sure, Stubbsy. Sure, Stubbsy. That's all I'm going to say.
So let's go and put that there. Let's put that there. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're not going to play the video, but this is something. You know, let me just share that guy to you guys as well, so you can see what we're talking about. So in this particular video, he's talking about you know, where and how you should present your title and thumbnail. Withholding information, misery, sensationalised, right? There's this thing called type 1 clickbait and type 2 clickbait. We all hate type 2 clickbait, but it's the one that gets the most clicks and also the most dissenting voices as well. There's an area in here that you should, what they call, he calls it legit bait, where you don't give all the information in the title, but you give enough information to create the inquiry. I need to know more. I want to find out more. And again, you know, there's sensationalize, where you make it sound like something that, you know, you use wording to sensationalize the title, but not to the point of, oh, you know, my cat died, right? You know, when they're talking about Schrodinger's cat or something like that, you know, get the idea. So there's type 1 and type 2, and trying to set your videos into this, you know, clickbait area, this you know, this type 1 clickbait or what do you call it? I keep on trying. I find the word difficult to use because it's not in my vernacular yet.
Legit bait.
The legit bait. I've got to write it down until I get it. Yeah, I got to find that placement of the legit bait. And if we go to my YouTube channel a bit here, if I go back to there and go into my videos, the next video I'm putting up, which will come out just after I finish the stream here. Come on. Right. So this is the one that goes up, at 1 o'clock this afternoon. The members and Patreons and Discord members have already had access to it already. Not quite sure how many views I got on already, but yeah. So the thumbnail. This is what I should be doing. I should, this is probably the first time in months that I've actually had the camera. I need a thumbnail to talk about the new car, right? So don't put her in the centre of the shot. Put her in the side of the shot. Put the car in the centre of the shot because it's about the car, and then have room on the side there for the titling, right? So this is what they call a perfect clickbait image. It's a new car. It creates a sensational, right, but without being sort of, inappropriately positioned, right? It creates inquiry. What new car? You're going to ask the question. That is what we call a perfect, well, in my book, that's what I call a perfect, legit bait thing. The title, Chanya gets her MG5X. Thai and lucky numbers. What's with these red number plates? I've actually got 3 titles in the one title. I've actually been reading elsewhere. This also helps if you've got more than one subject. Put the subjects all in the title. Anything below here in the description, this should make the algorithm doesn't. This is where people used to game the system before. This has a 0.01% chance of lifting your content because the AI doesn't give a shit anymore. The AI reads your video, reads all the analytics, it reads the creative captions. Anything we say and do is being recorded for all time automatically, and they look at images and it's frame by frame. They match what you've done and what you have. You've got a special number as a person using YouTube. They already know what you like to watch, right? So they're looking for frames and images that have a similar metric in the AI to what you've already seen, right? So whether they present it to you as a next video or as a next played video or that sort of thing, or things you might find interesting, right? That then sort of leverages the position. If the way the video plays content more fits what you're already watching, then it'll play it or put it up. Yeah.
You're kissing me.
Maybe. You change again.
No, I have to share again and not go now. I'm working now. And when you go buy something, somewhere you call me first, okay?
I wanted to show you.
Call me first for to go.
Well, you want to go?
And I want to go with you.
Oh, really?
But
you have to go to
on
work.
one day.
It's okay, you just tell me.
She doesn't like me shopping without her.
It's only the shopping thing. It's not anything personal. It's only the. I found that when I was in Japan. It's only the shopping thing.
Is it?
The females love the shopping experience. It's not like you're going to do something without her.
That's another thing that I was saying with Ray when we did the interview with Ray. Of course, I'm not going to use that footage with Ray because I didn't like the way the shot framed, because it puts me, because of the way I needed to set up the cameras a bit different, and that would have made a better video. So when Ray gets back here in January, I'll have to organise another time to go and catch up with him and do a 3-camera angle sort of interview, because that was the content was good, just the frame was all wrong. I just got to go and do it all again. But we'll do that subject. But yeah, we were looking at the analytics of my channel. He says, because Ray works in the industry of content ID within the YouTube genre, right? And he manages music artists on the YouTube platform and things like that. So he's very knowledgeable in how YouTube works and how things work. And he's just saying, if you had an American channel, right, with the analytics that you've shown me here, you'd be a ballistic channel, right? Because the analytics are all right. All the numbers mean a good channel. And I said the only thing I can put it down to is the fact that either the creative captions doesn't understand my Australian accent and spells things wrong, or secondly, I'm an Australian living in Thailand, and of course that doesn't sell the ads. That's the only thing I can put it down to. So you're not getting the cream of the crop, which is the American audience, which is where that's where the advertising dollars are basically spent. And of course we all know, and this gets refuted by YouTube and hidden by YouTube, which only tells me one thing. Being a conspiracy theorist, it means it's totally true, right? It doesn't benefit YouTube, so that's it. It doesn't rank well. And YouTube quite vehemently deny that bullshit. But I'm sort of saying, you don't cut off your nose to spite your face. If you're going to get, if you're going to get, 1 cent more advertising revenue from playing, playing it here versus playing it there, well, your accountants run YouTube. The AI doesn't. The accountants want the money. That's it. End of story. But yeah, other than that, all the numbers in my channel sort of says that I should have a big channel. But again, that's always, I don't play the misery game, and it's starting to really piss me off, the fact that I don't want to change. So I'm going to have to sort of start to lift the game and to say it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys to lift my channel. We used to, in the Amway game, we used to call it edification. I can't make myself big. Right, I can't say I'm the best ever. I really can't. Right, but people like you and the audience, by you making the recommendation, have you seen this guy? Have you checked this guy? He's real. It's only through your edification, lifting my channel, can that become something. Steve Harris. I can't even say the pronounce the name. Stephen Arrow. I guess that's Stephen.
No, it's Steve Reno. I just had to make up a name quickly.
Steve Reno.
Steve Reno.
That'll do.
That's right. I just
Here's a clickbait title for you. I'm going to go nude. I'm going to go nude on one of your live streams.
Is that right? What the nude?
Announce it.
The nude makeup, right? The nude,
yeah. I mean, but that's a clickbait title.
Yeah.
Todd goes nude.
Steve goes nude.
Everyone's going to go, what?
Yeah, that's right. So
all I'm going to do is shave my beard off.
Shave your beard and get the nude foundation. You got to get the nude foundation. That's it.
You can get a nude aftershave.
Why do I know all that shit? Why do I know about nude foundation? Don't
you
get
go
on
shopping with Chanya.
Yeah.
No, I never went to places like Hellfire in drag. No, I never did that shit. No.
No. You got to put a green base on there because that gets rid of your imperfections.
That's right.
How do I know that? Yeah. I'll leave that alone.
We have got one of the weirdest audiences. We really do.
Well, I was going to say you should go straight from forget edification, go straight to deification.
Deification, is that what we need to do? Is it? Right. Okay.
There's only one symbol. What was that movie where they all sort of got narky because there were too many symbols of too many gods? Oh, and that was a Stargate episode from memory.
Too many gods.
Now I'm getting my Alzheimer's.
Yes,
there was a planet that got rid of all their edifications. There was too many
deifications.
Too many gods.
Deities. Yeah. Oh, it'll come back to me. I'm having a wombat moment. Sorry.
That's okay.
Was that wasn't the one that sterilized the thing, and he had to send the message back 10 years through the Stargate,
May have been.
Yeah.
There's so many episodes I forget.
Oh God, yeah. It's on my Plex if you want to see Stargate. It's on my Plex. I know it's been taken off It's been taken off all the streaming channels, but you can still see Stargate Stargate and the whole Atlantis and universe. They're all on my Plex. You can't jump on. You need an invite. I need your email address, and I can send you an invite. But I still have it on my Plex. So there you go. Todd, shaving your beard on live stream. We're all going to get a load of Super chats, yes, yes, yeah. Well, that's probably right. Super chats, yes, that's right.
What you need to do is actually order some hot dogs, bro. Then let them shave you.
Right. Okay. I don't
Not
know
gonna
if
go.
they'll come out to where I'll be
And
staying.
then we'll watch Wazza's channel just blow up, you see. You know?
Well, Paul has suggested we go to Triple X tonight because they're doing kebabs tonight. You know, those
Yes.
on a stick. You know, there's but he hasn't said anything more about it. So I don't know if we're going or not. So Paul is the go-go bar expert in Bangkok. You know, for some reason. Don't ask me why he's an expert at it, but he seems to be in the know of all what's going on around that sort of scene. These young English teachers have got nothing better to do at the time. Or any English teachers, but he's a Scotsman. I don't know how can you have a Scotsman doing English? Can you hacken? But yeah, it's a bit weird. Getting interesting now. It'll be 34 here tonight. 34 Fahrenheit. Yes, 34. Yeah, that's almost freezing temperature. Your pipes will freeze up.
No.
Yeah.
It has to stay below 32 for a while for the pipes to freeze.
Does it? Okay. I know we had a couple of over 2 winters in Scotland. I think there was 2 times each year that we ran the chance. I know we had, because we had the tank in the ceiling. They use what they call a gravity fed water system in Scotland in our house.
Oh,
wow. We had to. What would happen? The pipes wouldn't freeze, but they'd get a layer of ice across the top of the tank. Right, and so when you turn the water on, the pressure dropped because it's creating a vacuum in the ceiling.
Yes.
And you had to get up there with a fucking hammer and break the top of the ice and the water. The little games we played.
Funny.
Tuber Galore.
Cistern feed system.
What's Tuber Galore has a library tube.
Bigger than
Tubalore has a bigger
Galore.
Tube.
It's a bigger library than Pornhub. So I've been told.
Must be a site like Pornhub and RedTube and
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
all those.
What are they, Oggy?
What are they, Oggy?
What are you talking
What?
about?
RedTube? I have no idea. I'm just chatting.
Oh, you read it somewhere?
Yeah, Reddit. I read it on Reddit.
Reddit.
Yes, I'm 18 years old. Oh my God. Honestly. Yeah, they won't show that on screen. Yeah, okay, so it's another porn up. I'll check that out later. Where's my history? What did I just go to before? Because I'll forget the name.
Just post it in the fun stuff on Discord, mate.
Oh, you want the address, do you? Okay. No, then you're going to leave my stream for something more entertaining.
My little brother, the deviant. Yeah, okay.
That's what little brothers are for, man.
I know.
Yeah, bossing over. Hey, when are you Yanks going to? They'll never move. That's it. You know, they own that system now. That's it. That's why they keep it.
Most Americans can't count to 10 with their shoes on.
Really?
You would think they would be able to, but because they've got 10 fingers on their hands. But no, it's like they got their shoes on.
No, that's it. Yeah, I know. You must be at elevation. Never have we enough. Never we have enough problems adding to 10 with our shoes. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, it's okay. Box of tissues was a studio. Where is Stephen Monash, slacker? He said he was going to be on this morning.
Stephen.
He said he was going to come on this morning, but I did keep him up to 1 o'clock in the morning, so maybe he's still sleeping in. These old people. He's almost 60 now. Maybe it's
Different
Alzheimer's.
time zone in WA as well.
Maybe it's Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's has kicked in. Right, he's forgotten. He said he was going to come on the stream. He's probably listening. But anyway,
Being quiet.
so-
He was out buying a new watch. No, don't start, boss. Don't
yeah,
start.
that's it. Yeah.
That's
That'll
clickbait.
get him on.
That's clickbait right there.
There he is. There he is.
There he is.
Okay,
Was out doing a 20k run. 20 what? 20? I don't understand. We have 30k runs in Star Citizens. That's when the disconnect. That's got a 30k. Is that sort of something similar to you're disconnecting from real life? I don't know.
Somebody must have said Stephen Monash 3 times. That's
I think we did. Let's try Beetlejuice. Can we get him turning up? Good morning, Stephen.
Yes, indeed. Always a pleasure to have Mr. Monash show up.
He's gone quiet.
He's gone quiet.
Shy.
Well, he's not a subscriber. Yes, he's forgotten where the keyboard is. How ironic, spooky. I came on ears burning. That's what. Yes.
Yeah, you should have been on for the last hour. Then your ears would have definitely been burning.
We want your input on the Misery Love Company, since it was your idea that made me title the stream about this, and you're not here to help me. The man, the myth, the legend. That's right. Get your camera on. Get on the Discord. You're on. You had no problem getting on last night, so don't use that as an excuse. I'll have to go back and check. When your jock X's. I was talking about ex-Mrs. Wazza. Ex-Mrs.? Anyway, so what else? I'm looking at that watch there. That means nothing at all. I've got to look at that watch there. I've got to get a battery for bloody watches. The battery in them to make them work.
You got to ask Stephen. He knows all about watches.
That's it,
He'll
yeah.
help you.
They have these newfangled watches that you never have to put a battery in. You just wind them up.
Is that right? What?
If you get a really good one, just the swing of your arm winds it.
Yeah, well, I had one of those, but it needs a new mainspring in it. So, but yeah, I haven't done it. Where I put it. I know it's in somewhere. It's in one of my
Problem is, if
boxes.
you jerk off too much, you end up breaking the watch.
Is that what it is?
Now we know
That's
what happened to your mainspring.
That's why it broke, was it? Too much agitation.
Overwound it. Tap, tap, tap.
That was said with too much authority.
Yeah, that was said with a bit too much authority. I never even thought about that. Shows you how. That's why.
You lose your third watch, you figure out what caused it.
I just bought a new gimbal. Zahilm Smooth XS2 Axis Smartphone Gimbal Stabilizer Kit. What?
He got a stabilizer for his phone.
He bought a one of these, did he?
Yeah.
No, okay. Bought a gimbal, okay, black one. I got a black one. There you go. What's all the other fucking shit that's there? How much did you pay for that?
They're that size, they only come one color.
Yeah, I paid 2,000 baht for mine, and I've only used it once or twice.
Makes too much noise.
Enough of watches. Stephen has no problem talking about one particular topic, which is watches. We have no time for that. Yeah. What that product needs.
That really needs a longer name. Yeah, exactly.
But unfortunately,
A longer name for something, just add supercalifragilistic in front of it.
But the trouble is, in YouTube, when you want to advertise it on YouTube, you've only got a 100k limit in your title, so you've got to keep it within that 100 character limit. and I'm pretty sure you're getting pretty close with that that name already. How many characters is that? What product needs a longer name yet? I don't know, I'm just running out of things to say, but
It's never
Mini
stopped you
gimbal.
before.
Okay. No, we've got to do some research on that karaoke machine for Ma. But now you can't do that because Chanya's put her foot down and said, no, you can't go shopping without me.
no, that's,
Well, online shopping doesn't count, does it?
No, it's Ma's birthday today, so you've got to give the present to Ma today. So
Ah,
yeah. You know, as I just
Get
bought,
myself
just bought a
DJI
bloody,
drone.
just bought a bloody car. You know, he's going to go and buy a bloody karaoke machine. And of course, then that's going to piss off Pa because it's Pa's birthday last week. And I didn't buy him anything at all. You know,
You didn't buy him a car?
and I didn't buy him a car. I didn't buy him anything. It's very hard when he's not even in the house. You know, it's just it came across my mind last when we were getting the car because we took Pa with us.
I thought you just bought him a bottle of Samsung and be happy.
Pa's just happy to take him out to food. You know, he's good for food. You know, you feed Pa, he's your friend. He likes his food. I can't believe how much that guy eats when we go move Qatar. What, you got fucking hollow legs? Where do you put all that sort of stuff? You know, you got a doggy bag strapped to your waist or something. Just zip it out, put the extra in here. You know, because he just shovels it in. You know, and I go, wow, it's like you haven't eaten for a month. Maybe he hasn't eaten for a month, but you know.
Well, Mukrathar is going to be one of the first things I do because I found one that's just 300 metres up the road from my place.
That's the one that Bolt recommended, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to go check that one out because it's only 180 baht per head, I think it is.
Yep. 300 metres from my walking distance.
Walking distance, yes. It's only a short ride for me, but you know that's all good.
Yeah.
I could even take the scooter.
Yes.
Because it's on that side. It's on that side of the road that I don't need to take any main roads. I can pretty much side road it all the way there. So.
Yep. Yeah. That's the weird thing about it. I'm trying to find out where things are. As soon as you get to the big road, you've got that massive concrete barrier in front.
Mm-hmm.
So if the restaurant's on the other side or the 7-Eleven's on the other side, I've got to, as you mentioned, and you did warn me a couple of months ago, you've got to go 2 k's down the road before there's a break in that concrete sort of divider before you can actually do a U-turn.
Oh yeah, this is one of the reasons why we have so many people driving on the wrong side of the road, especially motorcycles. Well, you can't really do it on a car, but a motorcycle, oh God, honestly, take your life in your own hands. But they won't go across the U-turn. They'll just go contraflow to the traffic and hope people are paying attention. It's unfortunately just the exit out here. They've been doing roadworks on the Klong, the bridge over the Klong there. They've had one lane closed off, and so the 2 lanes going north, right, have no gap for the motorcycles doing contraflow, and so you're turning out of your street, trying to get a gap in the traffic along going north. Only to face, where the fuck did that motorcycle come from? sitting in your bloody lane and going contraflow. Really? I don't know how many times I've almost hit somebody there. Somebody's going to come a cropper one day. But hopefully they'll get that bloody thing. That's been doing that for 3 months now. Hopefully they'll get that bridge finished. How long does it take to fix a fucking bridge? Anyway. That's another clickbaity title. How long does it take to fix a fucking bridge?
Yeah.
But I haven't got enough footage, unfortunately, to really do the whole video thing. But again, you can put Thailand into sort of two that there's no middle ground. You can either find fault with Thailand everywhere you go, or you find all the good shit that happens in Thailand, and quite frankly, shit happens everywhere in the world. I just prefer not to focus on the crap, The benefits outweigh the cloudiness every day. We want to be happy, Darlo, but we need confirmation from others to do so. Yeah, this is what we were talking about last night. Yeah, so many 8 people died, and you said, yeah, on the roads. Yes, I know. It's just Thai time. Yeah, soy dogs. I should be good with you, but soy cats. Yeah, once I suppose we could call out, call Sifa or be my soy cat. She comes home for food, but she's always out there trying to catch ginjok and birds, and God, it's amazing how many animals she's brought for offerings over the last 6 months.
It's a term of affection for you.
Yeah, she's trying to
Look, Dad,
she's trying to make sure that you don't starve to death.
That's it.
Yeah.
She figure you guys must be hard up. She sees you eating that rice.
But she's an adept hunter,
Need
though.
some more protein in your diet.
At least once a week we'll find all these feathers across the front yard. Oh, she's caught on the bird.
Mine would bring it into my bedroom and shred the bird. I'd end up with feathers all over the room. I'd have to vacuum feathers out of my bed.
Yep.
No longer have those 2 cats. The javelinas got them.
Stephen, I started feeling miserable, then started watching the stream, pepped me up. Now I'm going downhill again. Because you two just need to get going at it again. You can come up with the best the best sarcasm.
Hang on, let me find my bag of popcorn and I'll just sit back and watch the text go by.
That cat never sees. That cat never sees you out hunting and feels sorry for you. That's right. She never see her. Where does you give me all this kibble and canned food? I want real meat. Put this in my plate.
I don't know. Are you going to run a live stream next Saturday, Warren? It is Christmas after all.
What is next Saturday? What day is next
Christmas
Saturday?
Day.
Christmas is
Christmas
25th.
Day.
Oh, it is, sir. Oh my God! This is so much. This is how much I love Thailand. Is the fact that, like, this close to Christmas, you'd already know what. I've just looked at it. Oh, really? 25th is next Saturday. Never even thought about it. It's just so far from my reality tunnel, Christmas and everything else. That it just. Yeah.
I was going to go nude next Saturday. All right, there goes that idea.
But then, of
I
course,
gave her the car a week too early.
Yeah, but then of course the other one is the third. New Year's Day is the first Saturday as well. Like, isn't that Hangover Day? Nobody would be joining the stream that day.
Or still drinking day.
We may be questionable about the next 2 live streams, whether they're going to be actually happening or not. We'll do our best. But of course, next week it's Christmas Day. That would be the title for that one, and the title for the following one, it's New Year's Day. There we go. We got 2 titles already, but yeah. And of course, the 8th of January. What happens on the 8th of January? For some reason, that date rings a bell.
I recover from my birthday. That's what happened in January.
8th of January. What's so? I must have it in my other calendar. Somebody I know's birthday on the 8th of January. I don't know whose. Cats should be classed as feral animals.
Only if they are.
I'll be happy when Warren's clickbait is legit. Yeah, well, that's right, legit bait. Tell them about categories. Category? Okay. Throw me a curveball. What categories are we talking about, Ralph?
Baubles, yes. It's not hard to spell, Stephen. I'm just waiting for download and Stephen to start going. I think.
Yes, we're waiting. We're waiting.
Bubbles, not yobbles.
I feel like that the two guys up in the little balcony in the Muppets, sort of
Yeah.
looking down, waiting for the
waiting for the punchlines. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to head off.
You are?
You.
Okay, yep.
See you, bro.
Be safe. Enjoy your festivities, whatever you may be doing, everyone.
And you'll be joining us from Todd's house next week.
Very soon, very soon. So, yeah, absolutely. Background might be a little different, but yeah.
It's all happening.
Yeah.
It's all happening. We can't wait.
So be safe, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one, whenever that is.
Enjoy.
Take it easy, Kimbo.
Yeah.
See you in 2022.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Was it 20 minutes? We're waiting for Stephen and Dalla to really start and pick things up. I've really got nothing to talk about. I said we just bought a car. Nobody's even bothered asking me about that either. It's in the video that's coming out, but.
I haven't watched the video yet, so
Well,
can't.
all these people should. All these people should have watched the video by now, because they're all the regulars. They would have known where to get the heads up on it. It's either on Facebook page or Discord, or they're a member, or Andy would have seen it. He would have got the link.
Yep.
He would have got the link early. I've mentioned this before. I don't believe in experts because I'm dyslexic, atheist, and still don't believe in a dog. Yes.
Dyslexic atheist.
Oh, now they're coming out. How's the car? How's the car? How's the car? It's sort of like lighting a firecracker under everyone.
Yeah, the car's great. It's red.
That makes it fast.
No,
And it's going to match the boulevard when I get it. So there'll be red everywhere.
The only thing I want to get a voice overlay that talks like Jarvis, because the girl in the dash, doesn't do it for me. And when you say, you say, what's it? Hello, MG. She comes on and says something in Thai, like, "What do you want?" And I said, "Bert sunroof." And bzzz, sunroof opens. Bit sunroof. Bzzz. A car that listens to you. Oh my God! It's a novelty. Once I learn how to speak enough Thai to make all the things work, we'll do a video on that just to show you. It is quite bizarre. But I said we need Jarvis. These voices they use for these AIs is just ridiculous. We need Jarvis. End of story. That made me feel like Iron Man.
Oggy.
What?
You've been playing too much GTA. Just because you can't.
It doesn't show up. It's not that colour red. It's not that really dark red. It's a bright metallic red.
Oh, well, hopefully you've got plenty of car washes nearby.
Is the MG an SUV? No, it's just a sedan. It's the MG5. We showed pictures of it last week on their website, which I thought we all got a picture. But anyway, you'll see it in the video. As soon as we finish the stream here, I'll release it so it goes.
Was that spoiler kit an upgrade, or is that part
that
of
was
that?
that was part of the package. That okay, so the story was we talked to the girl at the show. Right, and when we were at the show, she gave us a list of all these options that she was going to put in, like the free first class insurance was in the price. The spoiler kit, that all round sports spoiler kit, that was included. The window tinting was included. The rust treatment was included. What else was included? I can't remember this. They got like the extra carpets were included. Which is really weird because they put the carpets and mats. Like, I don't like Thais have got this thing. They like to have that plastic matting on the floor, and because I drive barefoot and I can't deal with that. I find that uncomfortable. Actually, this plastic mat's not too bad because it's actually a sort of a soft plastic mat. But the actual carpet mats that come, the proprietary mats that go with the addition, it's actually underneath that. They've got little clips on the floor that have little turn knobs. So the carpets are there, but they put these plastic mats over the top of that as well, which are the ones that they're also a standard in the car. It's quite confusing. But I like the feel of the carpet, or it's not really a carpet. It's a carpety sort of feel. It's sort of loose. Anyway, it's soft as opposed to hard plastic. I just prefer that when I'm driving. I just find it just much more comfortable, especially on your heels, and But yeah, it's just one of those things. But it came with that as well. But all that was thrown in. The point what I'm making is the fact that when we got home, she rang a couple of the dealerships around our local area, and none of them were going to add all the extra stuff, same price. So she went back to the, So he went back to it and said, well, we've given it some thought. She gave them all her details. She was going to go through doing the finance thing and got prepared all the financing stuff. We sort of talked about it over a couple of days about, cost of everything, and I'm going, you're going to lose value of the vehicle as soon as you take it off the lot, and so on and so forth. But this is Thailand. You don't really lose as much value as you do in Australia. But yeah, so, and would you pay an extra 80,000 baht in interest, and I've been sort of anti-interest payments for, apart from my mortgage, which, it's an asset that increases value. No, you don't pay interest in something that depreciates in value. That's a clue. How do you break the system? Don't pay interest on anything that depreciates. End of story. Yeah. Good way to actually build wealth. But yeah, you get the idea. So it's, we did it. I said, look, okay, it just means that I got to, me sorting out my other financial arrangements in Australia, it just brings that a year closer than where so it's neither here nor there. All I can hope is the fact that the COVID is over and done with in 4 years' time, because more than likely to do that, I need to go back to Australia to sort that shit out. Trying to do that shit out from remote is an impossibility. So that's the only inconvenience. It's just brought that inevitable point in time 1 year forward. Because that's about what I spend. I spend about $30,000 a year here. So I just need to consider that factor, and by spending 30,000 up front, or 29,000, I think it works out to be. I did do the math is in the video. So yeah, so I think 29,000. Oh, you're probably going to ask me. I might as well do it. Come on, you know who I am. So
math is boring.
That's right. Let's go to AUD. 28,900 at today's rate. But I actually transferred that money at 24.1. So actually, saved me a little bit less, saved me a little bit more. But yeah, I also found out the fact that using the what they call the PayID, the PayID has a $10,000 limit, so I had to transfer the money over 3 days. You can only transfer $10,000 using PayID, which is the cheapest way to send the money. Anything over that, you've got to do a fucking SWIFT transfer with TransferWise. Then of course you're playing SWIFT rates, so that's a little trick for you. If you're coming over here, you want to transfer your money into a Thai bank, you're going to have to do that over, that's 4 transfers, isn't it? That's 800,000. So there'll be four payments of $10,000 AUD. It'll take 4 days, but you can do it day after day. I just got up at 9 o'clock. Excuse me. 9 o'clock in the morning and just did the transfer, and it was all. Basically, those transfers are instant as well. You probably can't leverage that income for about a week until everything clears, depending on which bank you are. But I already had that money in the bank here, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, so it just means I bring that, on average you spend $30,000 Australian a year living here in Thailand. Well, it just brought. That was just 1 year less before I got to sort out all that financial shit. And I had to go and teach Chanya about the fact that in investments, in an investment game, right, I make that much per year in my investments, right, and it means if you look at the compound interest factor over the lifetime of all that and everything else, you're actually cutting, that car, effectively, may cost you 200,000, baht more, in the fact that that's how much money I lose on that compound interest over a period of time. But it's trying to teach people that in finances. Anyway, she's happy she's got a new car. It's worth it.
Happy wife, happy Warren.
Yeah. Do I have super? What I'm talking about with my investments, it's under this superannuation banner, but it's a wholesale super fund who I am the sole custodian of. Right, so it complies with all the superannuation caveats under Australian superannuation law, but it is my fund. It's not anybody else's fund. It's a private fund. I could even offer people in Australia to join my fund, but I don't have to set up a business around it, and I could get the idea. It's a wholesale super fund. You need at least $100,000, right, to start one up. And then of course you get access to all the benefits and everything else. But basically it's under the superannuation law. They take care of all the taxes. I probably couldn't do the phone call, but if I bounce back to Australia, I could say, put all that money in this account now, and it's all done. But of course to do that, it's just how much money do I lose in that, and compound interest and everything else. But yeah, it comes under this all the superannuation laws and everything else. But it's a sizable fund, and it will pay me a stipend for the rest of my life, around about 30,000 baht, or $30,000 Australian every year, for the rest of my life. That's outside the Australian pension system. So am I worried about losing the pension? Because I believe I've got to go back and be in Australia for 4 years to even qualify for pension. Well, in all reality, fuck off. That's losing money, but unfortunately, just to suck the government's dick. No, thank you very much. I made sure I didn't have to deal with that crap. I should actually stop paying my tax now. They're not going to give me a fucking pension. I shouldn't pay my fucking tax anyway. Not that I've actually had anything over the 18,000 threshold anyway, but still, you have to file a tax return. And I'm filing a tax return based in Australia, and I've got less than $18,000 a year income, so blah, blah, blah. I don't pay any tax. But you know how it works. I accessed my super at 60. I could have accessed it at 56, but it would have paid 15% tax on withdrawal. Yeah, I can pull mine now, and I pay no tax. But again, it's that money you gain in compound interest, right? I lose to pull it out now, and unless of course I was investing in something or other else. It makes total sense to me to leave that in there and let that grow. Yeah, but it's not state funded. It's a private wholesale super fund. So the government can't touch it. The government can't fucking change the laws around it. I'm totally indemnified against it. So everybody can do that. Like if you've got state funded or whatever superannuation, look, what you need to do is if you've got $100,000, talk to what they call colonial first state. Move it into a wholesale super fund. You'll have to pay a broker to set it up, right? But I could highly recommend that anybody listening, I highly recommend that they do that. Take that superannuation that is government controlled, set up your own private wholesale super fund. There you go.
Is 30,000 enough per year? Keep you going?
Oh yeah, easily.
Well, that's really good news.
As long as I don't do things like buy new computers every year and the incidental stuff that I tend to get carried, like as long as I don't buy a fucking karaoke machine for mum every birthday, and my average spend per month, right, is about 20,000 baht.
Good to know, because I was thinking I might have to put away 40,000 a year for when I eventually get over there. But you've just put a smile on my face. Thank you.
Yeah. So my monthly spend on just the stuff that I spend on a weekly basis is about $840 a month. That's just food and the average thing, the shopping and all the stuff to have a decent life. Right. I limit my trips into Bangkok to two a month. Because that's when you go overboard and you're buying other people drinks. Okay, so but as long as I get super chats on here, that's what I spend it on. Super chat now, super chat going out tonight.
Fair enough.
He's looking for his next beer while he's in
That's
town.
right. I want my beer tonight. Where's my beer money, guys? No, that's Chanya's dress money. Come on, you know that. But you get the idea that they're the extras which can completely be done without. Look, I do have a couple of online businesses that pay for that sort of extravagance. Like I just bought $795 US dollars worth of fucking virtual spaceships, which was from let's not talk about it, okay?
Aren't you a Star Citizen admiral now?
I am now an admiral. Yes, I'm an admiral in Star Citizen because I've spent over $1,000.
Well, it's got to be worth it then.
He has bought his commission.
I get a special Admiralty top hat and monocle. Right, as part of my flair. Company flair. You don't want to know about it. But yeah, you get the idea. So. Ting Tong, I spent $36,000 a year more than up with no rent. Yes. Well, I don't know. What are you spending on Ting Tong? They're bar girls. That's bar girls, is it? Right, there you go. There's a few beers. But yeah, so as long as you don't have the extravagances, like
Bubsy.
Good on you, Subsy. But as long as you're not building kitchens, okay, these are one-off purchases that I've been doing over the last 12. Jen, give it a real go, Wazza. He is listening. Get on here. Come on, Jen. But yeah, we're getting sidetracked. As long as you don't do things like I've done over the last 9 months, which is I've spent over $30,000 Australian on the additions to the house, and I've still got probably another, 50,000 baht to spend on the kitchen upgrades. We still haven't bought the dining room table. That's another probably 30,000 baht. Those are the sort of things that add up, but they are one-off purchases, and they've been covered in my budget. But as I said, that's in the car. As I said, getting back to the car thing, it just made perfect sense. Why waste 80,000 baht on something that depreciates in value? You just got to think about that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's over the short. And you only live once. I could drop dead tomorrow. This is my only concern in living here right in Thailand right now. Is right now, Chanya's not covered this, but the thing that's playing on my mind the most now is to sort out my, not so much my will, but that fund, that wholesale super fund, that does have my daughter as the sole beneficiary. I need to change that to Chanya now that she's got the house. So the fact that if I was to die tomorrow, at least, she would get a stipend automatically to cover all those costs and everything else. She could still support the house and everything else through the business, but it doesn't leave her money for somtime, if you know what I mean. Somtime every day costs a small fortune. Yeah, so Ting Tong, a lot of travelling by car around Thailand and living in Phuket. This is one of the things we do talk about a lot in Thailand, is when you're living in Thailand like I do, in a house and doing a particularly sort of a Thai living lifestyle, just living day to day and on the internet, you don't spend as much as being what they call a perpetual tourist. Like I said, we got Joe, and we got Chuck and a few others, they are, they Chocolate Man, they're perpetual tourists. They're always on tour. And as you know, if anybody hasn't worked out, every time you go on holidays, you always spend 2 months' salary to have 1 month's holiday. That's what it's like. When you're a perpetual tourist, you're always paying through the nose. I'm pretty sure you could. This is the way it works. This is life in general. Being a perpetual tourist is a great lifestyle. Never being tied down to one place. And it does suit people, especially in their senior years, the fact that they're just experiencing more and more life. But again, it depends on what floats your boat. Me, I just enjoy playing virtual. I get to travel everywhere. I get to travel to Stanton every day. That's how many light years? It's 30 light years away, isn't it? That beats their travel destinations, and I can do that at the click of a button. Get in my virtual spaceships and. You get what I mean. It's just I enjoy that. That floats my boat. Doesn't suit everybody.
In life.
Yeah, simple things in life.
Absolutely.
But Jen knows what I'm talking about. He runs his stream 3 days a week. I should give him a spanner too, because he has got his YouTube channel up and running now. Where can I do that? Talk amongst yourselves while I sort that out.
I was pricing condos in Hawaii and it worked out about $350 a month. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's
not big. 1 bedroom, etc. Furnished, and I think electricity, water was government prices, whatever that is.
Yeah, Savannah, we had recently had Psycho living in Hawaiian there for a month and a half. What's Paul sending now?
My favourite town.
Yeah, but he was quite enjoying. But he's moved to he wanted to get the education visa, so he was having difficulty in organising that. But he's found a school in Bangkok which services his needs.
Okay.
He ain't fixing anything. I was going to give you a spanner so you could put your link up for your channel, because it saves me doing it.
He's joined us now on Discord, so
yeah.
Yeah, I'm in here. Scruffy as hell. I've been working all day, so.
not as bad as yesterday, mate.
What were you talking about yesterday in the stream that made me sort of chime in? I can't remember now. I was listening to your stream.
And it was probably some bullshit.
We have a lot of bullshit on your channel.
I tend to do that well.
Yeah, but you're an expert at it. Like I should model my relaunch of my Twitch channel on your bullshit. See if I can learn from the experts.
I'll
when
take you under my wings.
That's right. Take me under your wing. I'll start the stream about half an hour before you're leaving, and then we can just sort of, your stream can then raid my stream.
Yeah, I see your plan there.
I see my plan. Because I've been thinking about it for weeks and I haven't done diddly squat towards it. There you go. That's how slack I am. Stephen Mono says 9 subs. Well, I thought you had 10 subs. Did somebody quit your channel, did they?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Chris Brown. No, look, I have spent a fair bit. I've spent at least a year's salary on the house, but that was already already part of the plan, and it's worked out well. They said, you get to a place in your life where it's just comfortable, and nothing's really a challenge apart from the sore back, the sore knee, the sore elbow, the sore. But that's.
No.
There we go. Misery enjoys its own.
That's right. Yeah. I need to ride more. It's just that we did find one place today before we started the stream. There's one place. What was the one that actually had 15,000 baht a month was the rent. It's just across from
Green 8.
Green 8, yes. So we found a
Yeah.
found a house condo, what they call it, semi-detached. Was it semi-detached or fully detached? Can't remember.
Yeah, no, it was semi-detached, that one.
Semi-detached. But 15,000 baht a month was the rent. It has a gym, so I can see myself getting on my bike right into to Todd's place every day. We can do an hour in the gym before a ride. Oh my God, my poor back's not going to know what hit it.
But it's good to have a gym buddy, because you sort of psych yourselves up. You're coming over. Come on, get your ass off the seat. Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's one thing I am looking forward to, is actually changing my routine to suit the accommodation. I know that probably sounds really backwards, but if everything is within reach, which it is, that new place that we saw earlier on before we started live streaming, the facilities are there, and if I know that I've got them, I'll use them. Because if Chanya wants to go shopping, there ain't no way you're coming over to my place to go to the gym.
Was it Robert? Was it Dowlow? Who just said, "What a great name for." What a great Misery Loves Company. What a great name for YouTube channel. That is go ballistic, I'm sure. I will have an industrial accident to reach. Poor Stephen. Just find Stephen Monash and go and subscribe to his non-existent channel just to make him happy.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah, the only challenge is getting Chanya through a market without stopping for a new dress. That is a challenge in life, but thankfully, the little bit of money I get from a few little sources on the internet that covers her in dresses, which makes me happy. And push comes to shove, I could do some more work there. Oh, we did talk about that last night. Don't talk about that 4-letter word. Yeah. It's the one 4-letter word we don't have here.
Word.
That's a bad word. Work, yes. Oh, I said it again.
Yes, you can't help yourself, can you?
Yeah.
I'm going to have you banned off of YouTube for using such language.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm gonna strike on my channel. Oh my God. Boston, I'm moving to Thailand, joining a gym, turning vegan, and live out the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm sure you are. You're going to come here. You're going to move to Nakhon Pantom. You're going to join the Wiley Wombat Riders, right?
Yes.
And you're going to have the best time of your life, boss. I know.
Yeah.
He does have a bike. He does ride.
Best time of your life. It'll be short, but it'll be the best time.
Turning vegan.
Oh, if you went vegan, it'd be short. I mean,
That'd be self-inflicted.
I'm gonna get my mukatara into me. I love my barbecues. Come on.
Stephen Monash, a live stream talking about Wazza's channel. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, said boss. Yeah, that sounds better. I kept on forgetting this 30-second delay. 15-second delay to the stream, another 15 seconds to you type an answer. It's still, after 2 years, I still can't get used to it. You know what it's like.
No.
I don't know how you cope with it. You seem to cope with it great, but I just have trouble keeping up with it. I get stuck on people's names on your channel. Some of the names on your channel. Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. There's some shockers there. Yeah. Get them. I don't know. I think they do it on purpose. They choose names on purpose to confuse you.
Yeah, I know. What did somebody sent me something on, what was it? What was the picture on Facebook or something? If you can see Messenger. I think you'll relate to this one here. Go on, Gianni. There we go. Bring this across. Oh, come on. Bring this across to here. Let's just minimize that to a sidebar. Throw that up onto here. There you go. This is this is how you deal with the vegans. There, so let me show you. So you don't have to wait for the delay. Yeah, this is vegan meat. They can eat the grass, right? And then we got the good chuck steak there, and we got the good shoulder, the good loin, the good rib, the round steak, the rump steak, the shanks. Right? This is veganism at its best. They can eat all the green stuff, and we eat them. That's it.
Exactly. Doesn't that kind of remind you of what was the classic science fiction movie where they
Soylent Green,
Soylent Human,
Soylent Green.
No, I'm thinking of the one. Was it one where they had a book that they kept around that was How to Serve Humans. It wasn't. They thought that the humans thought it was how to assist the humans, not how to eat them.
Oh, okay, right.
It was a cookbook. How to serve humans.
You do read some bizarre science fiction. I don't recall that one.
It is a classic.
Is it a classic? Is it? I'll take your word for it.
Apparently.
But there you have it. The people meat chart, right? So let them eat their green stuff because Andy's off.
Oh, it was. I'm sorry, it was a Twilight Zone episode.
Was it?
To serve man.
To serve man. Okay. Twilight, didn't they re-release Twilight Zone? I know it came back for one season recently, but I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes, but I didn't do anything about it. Just couldn't quite get into it. Cardiver.com, people serving to people. 90% of all of human steaks thrown away. 40% of human steaks. Let's put that over there. 40% of human steaks in the US have better fat marbling than Wagyu beef. It's cheaper and more plentiful than hamburger. Meet and greet with the people you love to eat. Love to eat meat. Oh my God. Oh God, we're warped, aren't we? Let's get that off screen.
Cadaver for the cadaver in you.
Yep. So we can have the vegans eating all the green stuff. It's just like pork. I'm pretty sure it tastes as good as pork too. We're a strange lot, aren't we?
Well, I've always said that vegetables are what food eats. So if they're vegan, they're food.
That's it. We're good. We're good. Chris, try to you in Adelaide.
Yes, only for 3 more sleeps.
3 more sleeps, that's it.
Not that he's counting or anything.
No, Jen.
No,
Definitely
you wouldn't
not.
be doing that, would you?
You can't see the broad smile across my face at all, can you?
Oh no, that frown's disguising it.
Couple mark up you both, eh? Good on you. Thanks for the super chat there. From Animal Lecter's Facebook pages. Yeah, Darlo, I reason vegans would be a bit gamey. I don't know. Do they do much exercise? I don't know.
They would only be gamey if they play Star Citizen.
That's right. Vegan Star Citizens. They're gamey meat.
Boom tish.
We need some sound effects. I need to get my sound effects out. Oh my God.
It's bump.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen Hotel Hell, that's a good human cuisine movie right there.
I think I do remember that one. That's where he was. The bodies were all hanging in the smokehouse or something. Is that right?
No. They cut their vocal cords so they can't scream.
Right.
And bury them up to their neck in the dirt, and then feed them every night. And then when they get ripe, they pull them up and turn them into some of the best jerky you've ever tasted. The place was known for its jerky.
I thought there was one I remember back in the 80s. It was I thought it was Motel Hell, but all I remember was the visuals of the divers hanging in the smokehouse.
Probably. 'Cause they would have to hang them, for a while.
Yeah, but I don't remember the actual force feeding part.
Or fried green
You've gone
tomatoes
off
is
on a
also another
tangent.
good one. Fried
We've gone
green
off on a
tomatoes,
tangent.
the secret's in the sauce.
Is it right? Okay. And Dallo, the vegans I've met all look at a picture of health. Yeah, they don't look that healthy, do they? Something seems to be missing from their diet. Meat.
Meat.
There's only so many
protein chains for life.
There's only so many cashews and walnuts people can eat to supplement the essential amino acids in proteins to actually create a healthy life, and of course we get the plant people. So you can't eat plants; they're people too,
Right.
No.
Right.
Given the Jemadar, they solved that problem. That was got to have the white. Got to have the white. It's all right, they were
Hunters and
warriors.
gatherers. We were born to hunt. We were born to gather. We weren't born to grow crops that we can eat only.
Yeah,
Mind you, I do love tofu. I don't mind tofu.
I can't do
Oh,
that.
Nothing.
No.
That's the food that you can flavour with anything because it's got no flavour, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, that's the whole thing. You can flavour it. Yeah, you can flavour it your own flavours, and if you do it right, it's awesome. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate the backup.
I never understood why vegans want to eat meat substitutes that taste like the meat that they don't want to eat.
Yeah, that's why that one's always confused me. I've got no idea
It's
how
like
that works.
vegan burgers. It's like, okay, but you don't want to eat burgers, but you're making vegan burgers. It's like,
You make it taste like meat. What, to trick your brain
Yeah.
to thinking that it's still eating meat?
Because look like a burger and taste like one.
Yeah, I know. It's
vegan,
bizarre.
vegan bacon, vegan sausage, vegan.
Yeah.
What was the one I just saw the other day? It was
I know, but I did have
vegan fish
there is
patty.
there is a veggie burger at the not McDonald's. What's the other one? I've got
Burger King.
It's really nice.
Burger King here
Yeah.
has a vegan. I actually had a few of those, and they are really quite yummy. They don't really taste meaty, but
Wazza.
I actually quite enjoyed them. They were
I
actually.
enjoy a good salad every once in a while too.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
you
that's
know,
it. Yeah,
You can't live on them.
No, you can't live on them. I definitely had no idea of living on them, but it was just something different. Something for spice the palate up.
Dallo considers himself a vegetarian because he loves a nice salad with a steak.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Anyway, we got 3 minutes to go. Is it 3 minutes to go? The final countdown. Unlike General game until he's almost falls off his chair. Me, I try to limit it to 2 hours. I think 2 hours of listening to us rave on.
7 hours last night.
Oh yeah, I know it was 7 hours last night. I don't know. How do you do it? Oh my God! You got that little game you play. I got to ask you how I can get that game into here. You can do people putting in and play the Scrabble game. How does that work?
It's funny, they bitch and whinge about it, but
Yeah.
they still want to play it.
But I think that's only available on Twitch. It can't be put onto YouTube, can it? That's not YouTube.
No, I've just got it on a website. It's just a website.
But how do you get their names into it? Or they've got to register it? I don't know.
Yeah, they got to use it on Twitch. So I don't know that it would work with YouTube though.
Yeah.
It depends what you get.
Hit me a link to the website and I'll see if I can get it added in. We might have a bit of something in the new year, something different. We'll play Scrabble at the hour mark or something like that and get people just something different. I'm terrible when it comes to that. I can't think of anything original. Was it Darlo? Good on you, Darlo. Merry Christmas. Although that's next week, but we will be doing a Christmas stream. Or we do a Santa stream. I'm going to say, wonder if I can get an overlay to put the white beard and the red cap over. There is an app on Steam that does that face morphing changing thing. I might have to look at that.
Yeah, I can do this. I think if I do it right.
You've got some sort of overlay.
No, I can. There we
He's
go.
going to do himself an injury and he won't be able to go to Thailand now.
There is something on Streamlabs I can do, but I don't want to play with it while we're live. But I could. There is a whole bunch of click the wrong button and just do the wrong thing. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I think we're just one. There we go. That's the 2 hour mark. Live for 2 hours. It's time to get. Where's the closing screen? Play the music. And get the fuck out of here. You will have a safe flight. Yes, Todd. If I don't talk to you before you go, have a safe flight. Enjoy your 2 nights in prison. And as soon as you're out, just let us know. And
maybe you're not the pilot, Todd.
Yeah, I've got to get the CV down to the shop on Monday, and get that fuel injector problem sorted out, because you won't have a bike for the first few weeks. So we need to get you something to ride. So that'll be dealt with on Monday. Play the freaking what they call car jockey game, moving things around. Got 3 cars and 4 bikes now. Oh my god, feels like a damn car yard. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for joining in, guys. See you next time. And look forward for the Christmas stream. And Jolly Santa, tell us all what you got for Christmas.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure most of you are going to get a bag of coal, but that's just my opinion. I'm out of here. Stay tuned for next week, and we'll catch up with you guys later.
Hey boys.
everyone.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.